Joyner Lucas has brought a new song to the world from his up-and-coming album, ADHD. It's called I Love, and it's very personal and deep. Between the lyrics and the music video, there's a lot to process. So don't turn off the video until we're done. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to King Trending for more future rap content, and let's get right into the video. Number 6, working his way up.
The way that they picture me, what's your identity? I guess I'm lining them up. I keep my 9 in the jar.
Ego is something that is talked about a lot in the music industry. In fact, there's a bit of a divide in certain parts of the music industry, mainly hip-hop and rap, about how the younger artists aren't showing true appreciation for the craft and are doing various things that the old guard would never have done, including bragging about their fame while they still have a long way to go. I bring this up because Joyner Lucas is rather actually humble when it comes to his own fame and success. For example, when asked about his album ADHD, of which I Love is the first single from it, he noted that, "It's like I don't feel I reached the place where I'm ready to actually drop an album. Because I feel like an album is you pulling all your stops. You know what I'm saying? That's your best."
Just feeling finicky lately. I just want the cake and the greatest amenities. Lately, I ain't got no sympathy. Aim at the industry.
Explains Lucas. Once you get to that place where you can pull all the stops and make your album an absolute masterpiece, the way you've always pictured it, then I would consider that an album. This project is like, I'm still on the come up. Indeed, ADHD hasn't fully released yet, and it likely won't until he himself is happy with it. This is a very stark contrast from other people who are very eager to rush things out in order to get them out there in one form or another. But for Lucas, he clearly values quality over speed and quote-unquote fame, for he likely knows that if it's not done right, he'll get called out for it. And while other rappers and singers may do that and take the hit and keep on doing what they're doing, he clearly cares about his music. He wants to put out his best all the time, every time, and that's very noble. Many have noted that Joyner Lucas seems to be on an upward path through the industry. At present, he's worth about $500K, but obviously, he wants more than that. He wants more than just the money. He wants people to praise his music because it's good, not just because it's out. So he's willing to work his way up to get the perfection that he wants before anything goes out, which also goes to show how he truly feels about I Love. Number 5, Snakes. Despite the title of this being I Love, Joyner Lucas actually starts off everything with a rather dark line in certain contexts. Here are the first 3 lines from the song. "Get away from me. If I was you, I'd watch what you say to me. Snakes all in my bed. Wanna lay with me. This ain't no motherfucking game. Why you play with me?"
I watch what you say to me. Snakes all in my bed. Wanna lay with me.
Curious what he means by that. Well, it's not exactly what you think, or maybe it is. You see, Lucas is warning someone about laying down with him because of this treachery that happens in the music business. Or more maybe specifically, the treachery that happens in the fame business. We've all heard stories of those who cross lines when they get famous, or make decisions that backfire because they feel that their fame will get them out of it. But the opposite is also true. When you get fame, people are often attracted to you in a way that they weren't before. They'll want you, but not for your love. They'll want your fame, your money, your access, and anything else that they can feel they can get from you. That's why he's warning people away that the snakes all in my bed is a line referencing to a woman who fell in love with him after his rise to fame. He fell for it and then he got bit. Snakes can also be used to reference the classic snake in the grass line that is used to define people that are evil who take advantage of others. Ironically, Lucas sang about snakes in the grass in another song, Lucky You. His solution to them? A lawnmower. In the end, what he's singing here is that if you're trying to be with him, it better be for the right reasons. Otherwise, you'll be the one paying the price, not him. Number 4, Imagery of Love. Heading to the music video. I Love has some very interesting visuals, and ones that show off some poignant and arguably political imagery if you pay attention to them at certain points. For example, there's a shot of 2 men dressed up as 2 American founding fathers burning money in a barrel while homeless people watch. This is an obvious dig on people who are spending money like crazy instead of giving it to those who are in need. There's also a talking doll head, which, just for the record, I found infinitely creepy, and it actually speaks to how Joyner Lucas views certain people. For not unlike a doll head, certain people only say certain things, and they're quote-unquote programmed to do so because they feel it'll be what you like. Lucas sings a lot in I Love about people who used them, and so having this talking head be in the video is very likely a representation of them. Other scenes you might notice are the ones of the throne room, which is a representation of love for a king or queen. Yet in contrast, there's a few segments where Lucas is singing in a hallway full of flannel, which could be tied back to how we love certain styles and clothing that we feel define us in certain ways. And of course, there are various scenes and shots of Lucas with women wearing various layers of clothing, which naturally is about the love of beautiful women. All of this ties back to the theme of love and what we do with it and what we love. And if you don't think that, look at the very last shot of the music video. It's Lucas, alone, surrounded by hearts, candles, and a speaker, so that he could hear the things that he loves. Music. Number 3. Breaking stereotypes. Marching on. Joyner Lucas makes a lot of things clear in I Love, especially his views on people, but not just about how he feels personally, but what they've said about him and his lifestyle, and his dreams. Look, I love it when they count me out. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. Love when they think I ain't cool cause I'm sober.
Yo, I'm a soldier. Love when they think I ain't cool cause I'm sober.
A soldier is known to carry on no matter what is going on around them. They'll keep marching, keep moving until the mission is complete. He's saying that no matter what they say, he's going to keep going, keep moving, keep pushing on. And why shouldn't he? He's got the chance to make things better for himself. It may be a slog, but he's doing it, and he'll keep on growing through it. So like a soldier, he marches on. As for the second line, many artists in the world have various vices, especially drugs and alcohol, but not Joyner Lucas, who happily sings that he's sober. In fact, he's dang proud of it. Another singer who's gotten flack for being sober is Eminem, who did a collaboration with Lucas with Lucky You. He's been sober for over 10 years, a whole decade, and is much healthier because of it. But for some singers nowadays, they feel like it's necessary to be higher drunk because it's the lifestyle. But not for Eminem or Lucas. They're above that. And Lucas makes his feelings on that stereotype known with this line. Lately, I ain't got no sympathy. Aim at the industry. Here, he's singing about how the industry at times is trying to bring him down. He ain't going to have none of it. And if they turn around and try to ask him for help or his support, he isn't gonna give it because he knows better. He's seen what they can do and he knows where he stands. I'm not your friend. I'm your enemy. You reap what you sow. Number 2. What does money buy? One of the most classic lines in all of human history is that money can't buy happiness. And the Beatles loudly sang, money can't buy me love. To an extent, those are true because money can't buy everything, even if you have the wealth of money to try. And when it comes to love, you can buy it physically, but not emotionally. That's something that just can't have a price tag on it. However, there's a wrinkle here, and Joyner Lucas knows it. Money ain't everything. Speak for yourself. Confused about what this means? Well, it's honestly rather simple. The phrase, money can't buy you happiness, is something that typically applies to people that have money. It doesn't have to be a lot, but you have enough to know what you can and can't do with it. But for some people who barely have any money at all, money absolutely can buy them happiness. It can take them off the streets, from a crappy apartment, into a home where they can actually relax in. It can get them 3 square meals a day instead of having to live on scraps. It can get them a car to ride in, instead of trying to get around by whatever means they have. An author actually wrote a book called Thinking Fast and Slow, and noted that there is a point in which money can and then can't buy happiness. When you basically have everything, purchases become hollow. But for a guy like Joyner Lucas who grew up with nothing and now has hundreds of thousands of dollars to spend, you see that he is happy because the money is giving him things that he had no chance of having before. I'm sure that he'd acknowledge that money can't buy me love, but as for happiness, likely in most things, it's all about perspective. And just like a lot of things, not everything is black and white. Number 1, what I love. Let me ask you a question. What in this world do you love more than anything else? It's not a trick question. It's rather an honest one. Is there something on this earth that you love more than anything else? It could be another person, it could be your family, it could be an item that you treasure for personal or financial reason, or maybe it's a skill or ability that you use to great effect. This last option is clearly what Joyner Lucas loves more than anything, because he sings, "Don't play with me. This is the only thing. I love, 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 love."
Play with me, that's the only thing I love. I love.
But what is he singing about? Isn't it obvious? He's singing about his music, his singing ability, the ability to make songs like he does. He loves that. He loves that with all that he has. And that's why he doesn't want people to play with me, for the wrong reasons, because it might affect his love for his music. How does that work? Well, think about it. Imagine that you were good at a sport, and you got fame for that, money for that, and you met a lot of people because of that. Then one day, one of your quote-unquote friends burns you in a way that really truly hurts, so bad that every time you play your sport, you can't help but think about them and what they did to you. That affects how you play. In essence, they destroy your love of that sport. And that's what Joyner Lucas is saying here. He's been burned in the past because of his fame, and he's made it through, but he's not going to risk having it happen to him again. His musical ability gave him a better life. It gave him the ability to do more, to be more, and he loves it, and he loves his gift. So in a way, having that gift tainted by false friends would be like a death sentence to him. So thus, he sings that he doesn't want to be played with, because he knows how it'll end, and he wants no part of that. Don't get between him and his love. What did you think of this breakdown of I Love by Joyner Lucas? Do you find a new appreciation for the song? Did you think that Joyner Lucas made good use of the song and video? What do you think was the best part of either the song or music video? Did you see something that I might have missed? Let me know in the comments below, and be ready for the next video where I break down more rap songs. Hey, just a reminder that we're changing up the giveaways. From now on, we're offering the Galaxy Note 9, the one that comes with the exclusive Fortnite skin, the new iPhone X Max, which we'll pre-order for you, and the new Apple Watch Series 4, which we'll also pre-order for you. The winner gets to decide between these 3. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, drop a like, and comment the hidden message in the video for a chance to win. You got nothing to lose. Go for it.